Hey, what's up guys? RJ here, back with yet another video. So we're in my daughter's bedroom and we're going to take a look at a very quick and simple design mount for this drawing tablet. We purchased for Christmas a drawing tablet for my daughter. She loves to draw and is getting very good at it. You'll see some pictures, some clip art later on with her talented skills. So because her bedroom is quite small, we decided to use the drawing tablet as a monitor also. But in order to do that, the monitor has a very poor viewing angle, and understandably so. So in order for her to use it as a monitor, she needs to have the monitor perfectly straight, or else it just doesn't work. But when you tilt this drawing monitor perfectly straight, it will lean forward and fall over. So what we did was, we in Fusion 360 designed two mounts that would hold onto the bottom bracket here, leg, of the drawing tablet. So when we lock it into place and push it perfectly forward, it has no chance of falling forward and is easily removable, so when she decides to use it as a drawing tablet, she can do so quite easily. So let's go ahead and go into Fusion 360 and see how I was able to design this mount holder. Really easy. All right, so let's get to it. Okay guys, let's get right to it. This should be a pretty quick tutorial. So we'll go ahead and select the line tool, or we'll select this side profile plane. I think we'll make it easy. The first line we'll just sketch out real quick. Just some basic line. We'll dimension it back in a second here. And then go ahead and hit the D key on the keyboard so we can go ahead and dimension this. And we're gonna want this 55 millimeter. And then let's go ahead and dimension here, and 38 millimeters on this. And lastly, right here. And we're gonna want 45 here. All right, so 55, 45, and 38. So we basically have our base side profile. So the next thing we'll use is the Spline Tool. Connect from here, we'll come down, I don't know, say right there, and back up. So now we have our basic area where the leg is going to drop down into and rest. So now all we need is something to keep the leg from pulling this way. And we can, I think we're going to bring that down a little more. That looks good. Then we'll go back to the Spline Tool and say we'll go from there back to there. All right, that'll give us our basic. And we can just go ahead and manipulate this. Kind of work the way we want it to. Alright, let's take a look here. Looks pretty good. Now what we need to check is to make sure we have enough space for the leg, which is 15 millimeters. That post on the tablet's leg is 15 millimeters. So we need to check from here to say here. And since we don't have a snap point here to measure off of, we need to add one. So go into Sketch, go to Point, and I'm thinking right here. And now we can hit the I key on the keyboard and make sure. See, we're not quite there. We've got 14.233, so we need to widen this gap a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can just bring this in a little bit. I'm sorry about that, guys. And probably manipulate this a little more. All right, now let's check it again. Hit the I key again on the keyboard. And now we have plenty of room. So now we have plenty of room for the leg to drop down into this area and rest. And we can drag this a little farther there. Now we have a little even more room. And we have a stop, so if the monitor gets pulled forward, it won't tip over. So now all that we have to do is extrude this out. Select both, right click and extrude, and then I'm thinking 25 millimeters should be plenty. Oops, one extra decimal. And there we go, guys. I'd probably blunt this corner a little bit. We'll fillet it down. Give it a 1 millimeter fillet. That looks good. All right, and that's it. So next thing we do is we can go right to the body that we just created, right click, save as STL, and save it off to be used in your favorite slicing program. Okay, so now we're in Simplify 3D, which is my favorite slicing software. We'll go ahead and import the model, and we'll put that on there. So we know we need to turn this around, and let's see here. Center on the bed, and I think I'm going to use my Select Mini for this. We don't need much infill, so 15% is plenty for this job. Layers 3 across, that's good. And we can use fast since this is not going to be a display piece. All the defaults on the additions and infill, 60 and 215 sounds good. It is PLA. Looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and recenter this. Prepare to print and see what it looks like. All the way down, looks pretty good, no problems. So now that we've made sure everything looks good, all the layers look good, looks like it's going to be a good print. All we need to do is send it over to the printer. So let's catch a time lapse of the print. So that's it, guys. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward design. I would consider this a practical print. We had a problem which we solved with a very small amount of work in a design software, in this case Fusion 360, and a 3D printer. We solved the problem of the tablet falling forward by these little tiny, simply printed mounts. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions or concerns. And until next time, guys, take care.